May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. In honor of this, I had thought about posting a photo of my family from our last family vacation together and reflecting on how important family is to me. Kinda basic, but wholesome nonetheless. I went to bed early last night, like maybe 2.5 hours ago, and swear this thought woke me up. I was inspired to write about my experience visiting my dad's neighbor from Vietnam. They have a WeChat with 100 or so connections from their neighborhood in Vietnam when he was a child. And they found each other after so many years, separated by war, refugee camps, immigration, and now father life. When I told my dad I was planning to go to the UK, he told me he has a friend there that could take care of me. Initially, I internally dismissed the idea. I didn't want to stay with a man in his 50s in a suburb of London when I could stay in London with my college girlfriend. I also didn't want to be a burden to his family. What was I going to do with this man? We couldn't possibly have much in common. Oh boy, was I wrong. I changed my mind during an overnight at home to celebrate Chinese New Year, and before I went to the UK. My dad arranged it, and I took down the address. I took the commuter rail type train from Victoria Station to the town where he owned a restaurant, walked to the address that my dad gave me. I expected some sort of carry-out sit-down spot, but it was literally just a carry-out spot. No dine-in at all. Business was quiet. I arrived and was a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect. Hell, I didn't even get pictures from my dad, so I didn't know if I had the right place. I got up my nerves and walked in. Just across the Princess Diana Bridge. Sorry, it was the Diana Princess of Wales walkway. I don't know what park this is. Green Park? So, made it to Kent, to a town called Bexley Heath. And here, looking for my dad's neighbor from Vietnam. This is a restaurant. A woman greeted me with such happiness and confirmed I was Do Kyung's daughter. She took me behind into the kitchen where I met Uncle and his oldest son. They gave me curry fries to try, and it was delicious. Uncle whipped up some super westernized stir fry that he thought I might like. It was a little too sweet for me, but I politely ate it all anyway. The youngest son came to the restaurant to take me home, to rest and get showered while they finished out the workday. They got home maybe at 1 a.m. I woke up to say hi to them, but intended to go back to sleep since I had an early flight the next day. But when they came home, they offered me tea and New Year's snacks, and I learned that I shared more in common with this man than I thought. Auntie asked me if I knew Sei-so, one of my uncles, and I said yes. She told me that he was a bully and teased all the girls in their class. He secretly just liked them, I'm sure, because he's such a sweet man now. We bonded because I could communicate to them in Cantonese, and I got so much appreciation for our parents' journey to America. Because of the racial instability in the US, and often feeling unaccepted in American society, I always wondered what it would be like if I lived elsewhere. I've been lucky enough to travel to many places around the world, and while they have been fun or definitely have benefits, I realize that I belong here in America. More reflection on this later. But given all the options that my dad had when he left Hong Kong post-Vietnam War, I am so glad he chose the US. This is my Chinese, Vietnamese, Asian American story.